Hello Virgo, welcome to my channel Love It or More. This is your April 2022 reading for Sun, Moon and Rising. I will be cleansing the space and tuning into the energy with the sound bowl for about 20 seconds. So if you'd like to take a nice breath in and exhale. All right, Virgo, let us see what April has in store for you. Another little ping there. I'll be doing 3 rows. The first row will be your current energy starting off the month of April. The middle row will be anything that's unseen, any challenges, obstacles or surprises. And the outcome for the month will be the 3rd row. And I will be cutting the deck. To go. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Fortune's Wheel, rather. Okay, starting with the month, Fortune's Wheel. What's unseen is the Emperor. And the outcome, the Hierophant. Hierophant again, so we've got that twice, 2 major arcanas, Ace of Swords, the Moon, Page of Cups, Page of Wands, the Devil, 7 of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, 9 of Cups. Interesting month. Ooh. Okay, so you definitely have something that's definitely coming into your favor in a very, very positive way from the Hierophant. So from the system, from the powers that be, from organizations. It could even be a spiritual ascension as well. That's coming in your favor with a very, very positive offering here with the Page of Cups. But we do have that 7 of Swords, which talks about a little bit, well, trying to be strategically removing yourself from a particular situation. So I do feel like fortune is coming in for you, and it's really, really promising, and it enables you to sort of make a dash for something. Okay, it could even be as relates to perhaps fortune's coming in. When we say fortune, it doesn't necessarily mean finance, although it could be. It's anything that's going to make your life more fortunate, okay, if that makes sense. But it could be as a result from something where there was a little bit of deceit surrounding you. We will clarify further. But very, very strong position to be starting the month off. It feels like now the planets are aligning to serve you, which is really, really promising. What's unseen for you is more of an exciting surprise rather than any sort of upheaval, okay? Now that you've had this Wheel of Fortune turn up in your life, the Emperor sets in, and the Emperor talks about finding ways and planning for the future, which is good for all, for the highest good for everyone in your sphere. It's about implementing ideas and making physical things happen that will see longevity and a sense of security, but by also not just holding your own values to heart, but as an overseer of all, because the Emperor oversees everything. Okay, with that you get a clarity of vision. Ace of Swords talks about truth serum, seeing something in a whole new way. It's a new beginning in that respect. You get great news with regards to some sort of project or work that's coming in. Okay, maybe that's a result of that Page of Cups. Maybe it bleeds into it. Well, how can I use this to my benefit? And then we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So we've got two major beginnings that you don't see right now that's happening for you in April. The other one is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is something that will pay out in the long term. Okay, it's a slower energy to it. But again, it's a brand new beginning. So we could be talking about new vision for the future. Okay, new opportunity. Okay, and new income or new job or new home, because it's tangible. Okay, so it's very, very exciting. As we move into the end of the month, the outcome with the Hierophant features again, and it talks about, okay, well, this is all supporting you now, but the Hierophant basically says now it's your job to ensure that you sort of follow the rules as much as you can. And what I mean by that is that because things are working in your favor now, it would be very easy to sort of fast track something or rush ahead. And it's saying, no. Now is actually the time to really put all these new beginnings into a very strong holding, a strong footing. It would be important for you to make sure that you unveil all of the hidden details, okay? Particularly with, so for example, if it's a new home, I would be very, very, very particular about any information they get from the surveyor, okay? If it was a new job, I would read through the contract. So often we'll take on a new job and happy days, but we don't actually read the contract, you know? You need to know exactly where you stand. The Hierophant says, if there's anything that you're not feeling 100% certain on, make sure you find out and get that recorded, okay? Because there may be certain things that you need to move around, but it's best, forewarned is forearmed, right? The Moon card coming up over here shows, because the reason why it's saying this is because there's things that are unseen at the moment for you with that Moon card, okay? There's something that I wouldn't say shady, but let's just call it misty energy, because we could be so excited about these new beginnings, we are misty-eyed. Is that the expression? I can't remember. So with the Moon card, it's basically saying, because it's not firstly set in stone or tangible and in plain sight, because it's not the Sun card, it's the Moon, it's saying make sure you find out all your information. Make sure as well, because of the spiritual aspect of the Hierophant, make sure that you are spiritually aligned with them, in tune with these new beginnings, okay? And allow it to make sure that you are, is my English for you. It's like making sure that you feel good with it. Your body, your emotions feel good with it before kind of implementing the physical, tangible kind of exploration into making the details of the situation, okay? Make sure you're good on it on all scales. Because the Moon suggests that there's information there that is not really revealed to you in its full clarity at this time. There is a Devil there, which talks about feeling a little bit bound, a little bit imprisoned by something. It's something where any characteristic we would have, if there's too much of it, it becomes devil energy, meaning that there's an imbalance. So it's always good to, for example, I don't know why I'm coming up with this, but for example, if you have a relationship, a little bit of jealousy is quite nice, but too much jealousy is devil energy. It's obsessive, right? If you have a nice home and you love everything that's in your home, that's all good and well, and that's fantastic to have that pride and a beautiful thing surrounding you. But when you become too attached to these things, you're like, well, I can't live without that. That becomes devil energy. So you get the idea where something can actually turn too much to the extreme of the emotional connection to it, and therefore become imbalanced. When it becomes imbalanced, we feel, without even realizing, trapped by it. Okay, so this could also be a person in your life that makes you feel a bit trapped or bound. It could be a work situation, a home situation, a family situation. But what it's saying here is that it's not that clear, okay, particularly as it relates to these new beginnings that are being offered to you. So make sure that you have your wits about you. Try and practice mindfulness if you can, conscious awareness, compassion, and then make sure that you find all the details about the situation, okay, in advance, because ultimately it is your wish fulfillment. Ultimately, you're getting what you hoped for, what you dream for. So wish fulfillment is coming your way. You are going to be celebrating. If you can just sort of get through these two niggly energies, it is all in your favor. Let us clarify. That was a star card, by the way, that tried to slip out. But I'm cutting the deck. Oh, what's you? Six of Cups. Something from the past. Oh, they're all going to jump out. Two of Pentacles, juggling. Okay. Queen of Wands, the Moon again, interesting. Judgment, Strength, Ten of Wands, Two of Swords. Ah, that's what it is. Okay, Eight of Cups. I've got the head tingles as well, so I've got my confirmation there. King of Wands. So you've got Queen and King of Wands, and the Star, which wanted to come out before, and it has. Okay, so Fortune's Wheel. This good news is coming in does seem to be kind of work related. It does seem to come from a higher figure, a higher power, from the Hierophant, from a boss-like figure, anything that's either, so even if you're not working, it would be like from the government, right? And if you are working, it would be someone from your home, from your workplace, or perhaps even, I don't know why this is coming through, but perhaps even, what do they call it? Not a scout, where someone from a different organization scouts you out in your workplace or something like that. So that could also mean for some of you. Page of Cups, that offering that's coming in. I feel like with this respect, it's this wonderful news is coming in, but I feel like perhaps you are struggling to receive it. Okay, so it's when fortune comes into your life, when your fortunate circumstances unseen, when the wheel turns in your favor, sometimes you can be so used to the wheel coming down that you struggle to receive because maybe there's an element of pride involved. Okay, so I would say it may take a little bit of strength and courage to actually be in the receiving end of good fortune for once, rather than always giving up, because that's your natural characteristic. So allow yourself to have the strength. This could also be in a sense of, if this was like a romantic offering coming in for you, which it could very well be, it could be a strength to do with facing your fears, and even though there may be some doubt or some worry of like, well, I've been hurt before, can I really believe this? Can I really accept this? Don't think too much into it. Rather just have the strength and the courage to know that actually you are worth a lot to everyone around you who you touch in your life. And so when someone else sees your worth, it's very important for you to accept that and to believe them. Okay, so I do feel like that's the issue coming up over here. With this, what I was saying about someone who was like maybe an element of this deceit, I do feel like this, I wasn't sure in the beginning whether this was your energy of wanting to sort of slip away from something, although you could obviously slip away because there is a departure here because you're embracing these new beginnings. But it does feel like there's been someone who's not been so, let's just pull it honest or blunt with you. And now's a time where you feel a little bit more empowered to now say, okay, well, even though I have invested so much time, so much energy, and so much love into the situation, I know now that actually what's on the other side of the road is much better for me. I have no idea what that horizon is going to bring me, but what I am damn sure of is that it's going to be better than what this is. And so that's what I feel is happening for you. So that fortune's wheel coming in, that new good news coming in, that recognition at work, or the powers that be, and so the love and the gestures coming in, it's going to harness a sense of bravery and courage within you to kind of go, I'm not standing for this anymore, and I am moving on from this. I'm saying goodbye. This doesn't serve me, so I'm going to where it does serve me. And that's when you set the stage for this beautiful new beginnings to come in. Okay, this clarity of truth come about your situation, even if it was a sort of a romantic partner, that maybe there was some dishonesty or some anything where someone was trying to pull the wool over your eyes, basically. That's what I would say. Now you have the clarity which was hidden before. Okay, the moon energy like makes things illusionary. You pretend, okay, it's not really there, and now you're seeing the truth of the matter. The Page of Wands, that offering coming in, is exciting, but you need to finish your current position up first, okay? Because the 10 of Wands is there, meaning that you're close to the finish line. You may have some burdens and responsibilities that you need to finish off before you can embrace this Page of Wands. Equally, it could be that as a result of finishing something off, you get that new offer coming in, okay? With the Ace of Pentacles coming from the Ace of Wands, again, I feel like this is recognition from something work-related. And when I say work-related, it's anything that you put the most of your energy into, that brings you, brings home the bacon, you know, that kind of gets you either excited and rejuvenated in your career, or gets you kind of the thing that you mostly do in your lifestyle. So even if you had a farm, it would be a figure that would help you with that. And I do feel whatever that new beginning is, it's coming in from this person, but equally, I believe it is empowering you to stand in your own power, in your own authority, in terms of you becoming a new leader, your own leader, an entrepreneur. Okay, and under the Emperor card, what's very, very powerful, this is going to have long-term results for you, long-term effects for you. So it's very, very promising, and you were able to move through that because the wheel came into your favor. You were able to get the recognition that you deserve, which gave you the confidence to say goodbye of the things that actually, no, I realize I'm worth more than this. And as you step into the energy, now the floodgates open and things are just sort of falling in your lap. Okay. With regards to the Hierophant and that moon energy and that judgment, again, I feel like this is that situation. It's like, I feel like those three are connected. You still, when you walk away from something and when you have the clarity of it, we can make those conscious decisions to say, okay, I'm not taking this anymore, I'm moving on. But it's the judgment is a stronger aspect of those cards, meaning the judgment is full closure, meaning full closure or full disclosure, right? Meaning that you have that moment now to, whatever happens from here on out is never going to be the same again. So even though the judgment sometimes represents resurrection, okay, because they've been resurrected, coming out of the coffins, the bottom over there, it's you. I feel like there is a little bit of, let's say throughout the month, you maybe get a little bit tripped up near the end of the month, kind of going, oh, okay, and you're having to really kind of process this departure that you've made, this, and as you're engaging in the new beginning, because it's like in the beginning of the month, you sort of things are happening for you, so now you feel confident enough to say goodbye to something which wasn't of moral standing, let's just put it that way. And then now as new beginnings start opening into your life, and doorways start opening into your life, and you're ready to engage in that, it's near at the and you're excited about that, near the end of the month, you have that final kind of finality, close on something where you really need to see it properly and then make a judgment call on it. I feel like it's connected to the situation that you've left, but equally if it's a new position, you are making sure that you're fact-finding with that Hierophant, that higher learning with that Hierophant, to make that judgment call on it. The Devil and the Two of Swords is very simple. It is like, do I do I take this? Do I take these wonderful new blessings that have come into my life? Okay, because if I take them, I definitely have to say goodbye to the old. Okay, and so this could even be, so if you're relating it spiritually, this could even be a type of spiritual awakening where you recognize that there are certain people in your environment that you now know that you can't carry on with. Okay, so that's where you feel like, but it's very difficult because I want this new paradigm shift. I want this new beginning in my life, but I still love them. But I know that they can't happen. I can't have both, you know. So that's when it talks about the kind of the attachments that you have, either to people or to things, and that's what you're a little bit kind of torn up. Remember, I was explaining about the Devil card is something that makes you feel trapped. And in this respect, it's to do with the decision, okay? The decision. And I feel like with you, it's that decision between the old and the new. That's why it's all coming under the Hierophant. It's basically saying, do the fact-finding, do the exploration, do the spiritual ascension, all that sort of stuff. But what I can tell you for sure is that what you wish for will certainly come. Because the Star card talks about faith, healing, hopes and dreams coming true, recognition, maybe even being in the starlight, under the star rays, what's that called? In the spotlight, right? But both cards basically mean wish fulfillment. You will get what you wish for. So you'll get your dreams. Your dreams are coming true. You just need to navigate this energy of making that final decision. Yes, you've walked away, but I feel like you're going to be tricked back in it, because we had the other card that jumped up, which was Six of Cups, which talks about the past, sort of kind of trying to make go hello, you know, revisit you basically. And so we'll definitely revisit you, but it's fine, because any major decision we make in our life, sure, we can make it in the heat of the moment, a passionate decision, and then we, you know, things start getting excited because we dare to dream in that respect. But when it comes down to the reality of things, we have to go back on it quite a few times in many different ways to ensure and to sort of self-protect and defend ourselves, to make sure that we are really making the right decision. So again, it's saying you will have 3 opportunities to decide for once and for all, okay, and really make that final choice. Because when you make that final choice, you can close the door and then open the new ones. So you will get your wish fulfillment, something that you've really been hoping for, but you will feel pretty certain in the beginning of the month, because you'll be uplifted by the fortune's wheel coming in, but you are going to be tempted, with the Devil card, tempted by returning back to the old, because it may be that the situation you have now is an improvement on what you had, and now you're sort of thinking, well, actually, would this make the situation better? But I would say you need to trust your gut. You need to trust your gut and focus on what brings you happiness. Focus on your own wishes, not the wishes of other people. Okay, so let us get an oracle card just to close off the reading. What advice do you have? Woo! I see every single time. It's funny. Oh no, there's too many cards. I will have to do that again. For the oracle cards, I keep jumping up with 3 cards for every reading that I'm doing, and I only want 1, otherwise it becomes too convoluted a message. I need a nice simple message from Spirit. There we go, thank you. Trust the niggle. Brilliant, brilliant. What is a niggling feeling trying to tell you? So this is a perfect card to sum up the entire month for you. There is something you're just not quite sure of with regards to that 7 of Swords, okay? That niggling feeling is like that thing that makes you feel a bit icky inside, a bit kind of like, yeah, I don't really know, like, yeah, it's great on paper, but is it really, you know? So that's why the Hierophant has come up twice for you. It's a very, very strong card in this month for you, because it's about saying, do your research, do your higher learning, find out the facts and figures, find out where you stand, do the spiritual connection to it all, because there's something that's not quite right that I feel that you're going to want to walk away from, for sure, but it's going to trip you up a couple of times. But I do see you making that final decision, okay? Particularly because it gets to the point where it starts obsessing your mind your thoughts in your mind, and near the end of the month, and so it's going to push you to that space of like, well, okay, stop going back on the old, right? And that's the thing that's going to be quite obsessive in your head about, oh, but do I or don't? Oh, you know, what about this person? No, forget them. Think about you, okay? Focus on your dreams. Focus on your wish fulfillment, because it is totally supported. The energies are totally supporting you. So use that energy while you have it, okay? So that's all I have for you, Virgo. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.